Look, we young and we fly, don't act so surprised. We on the move and we working. We stay on our grind, Milwaukee gon' shine when we gon' move with a purpose. 414, you already know, on the way to the top and it ain't no stopping. We got the keys, we got the tea, reporting to you live with all the hot topics. 414, ay, be the wolf pack, 25-8, we gonna get to the bag. We some youngers on a mission, and this is just the beginning. We on a whole nother level, and you know that we winning.
Yo.
Oh, we in here. They watching. They was ready.
Welcome to season 2 of Wolfpack 258. It's Sunday. Ain't a normal day for us.
Hey y'all.
But we here. What up, best friend? This new for you too. You ain't with us now. What's going
Yeah,
on?
I'm virtual now, y'all.
She
Back
with
in
us.
school.
She with us, but she not with us. She handling business.
Yeah, I'm there in spirit, y'all.
Okay. How y'all been though? It's been a little while since we've been here doing this. Anything changed for y'all? You know, anything we want to do?
Everything has changed.
Yeah.
I think for everybody, we all, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really why we've been gone from y'all for so long. Like, we all kind of had to hit a pause and take care of life for a second.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Already.
I'm always knocking something down on the show. But I forgot to tell you, we was gonna catch up live because our viewers ain't seen us in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna take our time and chop it up with each other before we get into our topic. But Deshaun, let everybody know why you down there before you be occupied with your hands. Where you at? Let everybody know.
I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas. As some of y'all may know, I attend the illustrious HBCU here, Florida Smith College. I had to come back to finish my senior year, so I still love y'all. I still love the show, so I'm gonna be virtual until I can come back.
I got some snaps for you.
You know,
I'll give you some snaps.
we got the soundboard. We got everything.
Yeah, man. Congratulations on your senior year. I hope it goes smooth for you.
Senior year. So this like official senior year, like you got 2 semesters and you graduating in May?
Bro, hard working.
We're gonna get her back. Yeah, and she getting her nails done on us while she
She
virtual.
practicing self-care, you know.
Yeah, cause you know she got.
I had to school start tomorrow, y'all. I got to. They closed early here in Little Rock.
No, we know. And it's Sunday, you got to get it in. You just moved in yesterday, right?
Yeah, I just moved actually today. We've been moving all day today, so I came right before they closed.
See, nail pit stop, get fresh real quick. Got the braids ready already. You finna be, yeah. So everybody, you know what I'm saying. If y'all don't follow us already, y'all got to follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, all of that. The individual members and the Wolfpack, and check for Deshaun first day of senior year picks in the morning because they coming.
You got your outfit laid out?
On the bed with the socks.
Yep. I just picked it out today. So, I'm going to be fresh tomorrow.
Hey, how hot is it down there?
I ain't going to have no book bag, though, but, you know.
How hot is it down there?
Right now, actually, today was perfect moving weather, 100-degree weather, so we're good today.
You said that was perfect? 100?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
You said 100 was perfect?
It was perfect weather today.
Oh man.
Yeah, you wildin'.
You ain't even been down there that long. You know Milwaukee don't act like
No,
that.
today was 70, so we had
Oh,
perfect weather.
okay.
Yeah, we missed that part. You broke up a little bit.
All right.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You good.
But since we talking about you being
Man, I
in
was
school,
surprised, too, because it was a last-minute thing.
oh yeah,
What, moving?
shaky. Okay.
She got to get to some Wi-Fi.
Yeah. But I guess since we talking about her being in school, I guess we can lay our topic down for today. We talking about, is college a scam? And I feel like, I mean, we all had to go around here. This group, we done had to go around in college, so we all can talk about that and to many different levels. I guess for me personally, I've been to school twice for graphic design and to be an electrician. I wouldn't necessarily say that I feel like it was a scam, because I mean, I feel like if those are necessary steps that you got to take to get where you got to go, then it's not necessarily a scam. But I would say, like, college is a scam for those that, like, or it could be seen as a scam for those that don't really know what they want to do, like, right away, because it's like you just spending that money and you not, like, you know what I'm saying, you not for sure if this what you want to do or not, or usually they have you go through all of these other classes before you even touch what you really want to do. So I feel like it's all about how you look at it. But although I'm not in school now, I think I would personally want to go, just because I feel like going to school, it does open some different doors for you versus then, like, just, you know, just trying to network outside of it. That's what I would look at college as. It's like a big networking field, like all of these different people you can get in contact with. So I don't necessarily see it as a scam. I guess it's like what you going for initially.
So, being like 17 or 18, most people don't usually really like know what they want to do, or like they kind of leaning towards something, or they got multiple interests. So, like, is that like the hard part of, you know what I'm saying, having some direction and knowing if you want to go to college, or like what you want to do when you go to college, you know what I'm saying, or what that looks like? Like, do y'all think that play a factor? Like, where you at when you 17 or 18 or 19? Or
Yeah, because the first time I went to school, I wasn't really thinking about, like, what I really wanted to do. I was just kind of more so in the mindset of thinking, like, what's going to make me some good money, like, what's going to give me a good living. But I feel like that's what caused me to, like, stop going the first time around, because it wasn't what I really wanted to do. Like, I mean, because if I'm being real, like, for what my business was, like, with the brand and stuff, I feel like that's, like, what's, like, my top goal. So I just feel like if I wasn't going after that, then I wasn't really going after, like, what I was passionate about. So I feel like most people probably just go in. Like, a lot of people want to go to school to be doctors and stuff, but, like, they don't really have the makeup, or they not really going into that to take care of people. They just thinking about, oh, well, I'm going to have all of this money. I'm going to be able to do all of this stuff. But sometimes I don't feel like that's, you know, the best way to go about it. Like, don't chase after the money. Just chase after what you want to do in life.
That's definitely important, like going to school and for something that you got a passion about, you know what I'm saying? Because school can, man, it can weigh you down, make you tired, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got them days where you just like, man, forget all of this, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, for real.
so you got to be passionate about what you going to school for, like what you getting into. Like, I think that's definitely a good point. That's a big,
No, for
that's a
real.
big thing.
Yeah. What about you, Bessie? How you feel about school? You back in school right now? Do you feel like it's a scam, or like what?
You at the end of the road.
I feel like school is a scam if you let it scam you. Like, honestly, because school is what you make it. School is what you make it. Honestly, like, especially being at the HBCU, I go to a small institution, so we lack a lot of resources that the big institutions have. But you got to make the best of what you have. Me personally, I'm on scholarship, so I really didn't have the option to, like, go anywhere else, if that makes sense. So at first I felt like it was a scam, but once I took advantage of the opportunities that I had and the resources that I had, I made the best. And I honestly, college was the best thing that ever happened to me personally, because I took the opportunities I saw. I went for everything I wanted. I didn't let nothing or nobody stop what I wanted to do, if that makes sense.
Have you, since you've been in college, have you ever felt like maybe you wasn't going after what you really wanted to pursue? Like, have you ever wanted to change your major and stuff like that?
at first I didn't know what I wanted to do because I thought I wanted to be a doctor because I got doctors in my family. You know, I was like, okay, let me follow in their footsteps, and I realized I didn't like blood, and I was like, that's something, you know, that's a major part of being a doctor. So I had to really sit down and think, what did I want to do? What do I like? And personally, financial literacy is what I love to do. And my school had a business program and an accounting program, and I'm like, okay, that's my best shot at doing something close to what I wanted to do as my passion. So I feel like with accounting, I can use that for myself and for a business, if that makes sense.
Good. I feel you on that. What about you guys? Like having what you guys have been to school before, so like how did y'all feel like with y'all first time going, or like did y'all feel like once y'all got there, did y'all feel like y'all was going for y'all purpose, or was y'all just going to feel like, I feel like that's another thing, like a lot of kids go to school right after they graduate high school because they just want to feel like they, you know what I'm saying, they doing something, but they really haven't found like what they really wanted to do yet. Like it's just like something to pass time or something just to feel like they not complacent just sitting around.
Yeah. Or like, you know, like especially like because like that's the people are telling you like you should go to college. You know what I'm saying? High school teachers, the older people in your family, like that's the thing to do is to go to college. So like a lot of I get what you mean. Like a lot of people gonna go try it a semester or two, like just because they feel like they should, even if that's not what they want to do. With me, I always wanted to go to college because I wanted to play college football. You know what I'm saying? Like I fell in love with football at a young age. So I also, you know what I'm saying, watching football, like college football was super exciting. It was like at the time better. Way better than like the NFL, you know what I'm saying, to me. So like that was my goal, was to make it to play college football and like get a scholarship and have my college paid for. As I got older, I kind of knew I wanted to like work with people and like help people. I kind of like in high school, I thought I wanted to be a psychologist. So I went to college to play football. At a D1 school, so I got to like live a part of my dream, you know what I'm saying, like what I wanted to do. And my first major was psychology, but I almost failed my first psychology class, you know what I'm saying, like that first, I think it was my first semester of school. And I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna be it. Like I was just thinking, you know what I'm saying, like I just picked something. Like I'm playing football, I'm gonna pick something, like I wanna work with people. But naturally I always gravitated towards kids and youth. Like kids always gravitated towards me, liked me. In high school I went to like the elementary schools to help out. And my mom was like, you really just like ignoring your calling and like what was like comes natural to you. And so I started to listen to that, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? This is after I left school my freshman year. I did a year of school, came home, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And I worked in the school as a teacher's assistant, and like doing that, it like, you know what I'm saying, solidified. Like I know exactly what I want to do. So for me, college wouldn't be a scam because what I want to do is be a teacher, ultimately be a guidance counselor. I want to open my own school one day here in Milwaukee. And so I kind of need college, you know what I'm saying, in that field to get to where I want to go. So it wouldn't be a scam for me, but I do understand the flip, the other side of it, like what you have in a business. If you don't feel like you need to be in college to be an entrepreneur and start your fashion clothing line, you know what I'm saying, you don't need to have college. That's going to be a waste of money for you, maybe a waste of time when you can be focusing that energy towards something else. So there's definitely two sides to it.
Yeah.
What about you, Melanie?
I have a lot of different opinions about college. So for me, straight out of high school, I didn't go to college. I didn't really think deeper into it. Like, I didn't feel like I was pressured to go. Like, my parents didn't pressure me to go. That isn't, like, the narrative in our family or the people around me that, like, you have to go to college. And I used to resent that. I used to be like, dang, why wasn't I pushed to go to college? But I appreciate that my parents didn't do that because I ended up doing a 10-month apprenticeship, and which I did it with Public Allies, which is a AmeriCorps program. So, like, you serve in a nonprofit agency for 10 years, And if I didn't do that and get that experience, I wouldn't have been able to work the jobs that I've worked. Every job that I've worked required a degree, and I'm usually like one of the only people in there without a degree. But because I was like super focused on building my experience, because what they don't tell you in high school and in college is that like experience, like that's like the main thing. Like once you graduate, I know people who graduate, got degrees, even master's degrees, and they working either in fast food or something that they really don't want to do. So that was something that I appreciate now that I'm older. And I did the 10 months or whatever, and they gave me money for school, and I was able to go to Alverno College. And honestly, like, I'm being transparent. Like, I went to school because I wanted somewhere to live. Like, when I graduated high school, I moved back to Milwaukee. I didn't have the means to figure out how to get my own place. And then after I did Public Allies, I was just like, okay, what are my options? I can try to get a job that I don't like and get an apartment. And then actually, Yo Mom is the one who encouraged me to apply at Alverno. And, like, I wouldn't have never done that if it wasn't for her, like, support and guidance. So I applied there, had no intention on actually getting in. And then I got in based on my story. Like, I told them about, you know, like, dropping out of high school and not, you know, like, I hated school, but I wanted to, you know, go back and go to college and, you know, find my lane or whatever. So got into Alverno, and I feel like, so Alverno is a private college, so it's super, super expensive, and it's an amazing school. It's like project-based learning, so you're not getting sent home with a bunch of, you know, homework and quizzes and tests. Like, so I loved it, but it was very expensive, which is why I'm not there now. But I'm glad that I'm not there because that's not necessarily my journey. Like, that's not my lane. I will go back to school later down the line if somebody paid for it, but it's not something that I need to do what I love. So I would like to take, like, some business classes just to get a little bit more insight and knowledge, and that can be online or through YouTube. Everything I've learned for my business has pretty much been from networking, meeting new people, and, you know, finding out things online. So I feel like where college becomes a scam is where they don't tell you that you don't have to go for every single like lane in life. Every different thing that you want to do does not require going to college. And I really advise young people to get as much experience as they can throughout high school, after high school, before they make that big decision to go to school. I think a lot of times we pressure to think like as soon as you graduate, go to school, because like then you start feeling like you're too old if you go later in life, or, you know, later in your 20s. But it's people, I was in classrooms with people in their 70s, so.
Damn, school ain't,
Man.
as you can see, like, I don't even know when colleges started and universities started being around, but like, school ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, literally.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my grandpa literally goes back to school all the time just to take classes. My grandma always did that, you know what I'm saying, before she passed. And it was just like, not to even get a degree in something, like just to constantly learn, constantly have some new information. So school not going anywhere. But also I think like what you said too, Imani, is a good thing, like getting experience. Like even in high school, if we got some high school listeners or some college kids that got siblings in high school, or even some parents, like, get your kids in programs in high school. They have the time to do that. They have the time to do internships and apprenticeships in high school. It's a lot of different things they can do to figure out interests. Like, you can do something and be like, no, I don't like that. So now you know down the line when you 19, 20, like, I don't want to do that. Or certain things that might click and say, I really like doing this. Or you can find a hidden talent, things that you're good at that you never even knew.
Yeah. You made a good point about experience, because being transparent for me, yes, I'm in college, but COVID, like, you know, most times when you in college, your sophomore, your junior years, when you get a lot of experience, COVID was going on my junior year, so I have experience on campus, but like actually working in my field, I have none because everything was shut down. Like, especially in Milwaukee. Down south, they were a little bit more lenient with opportunities for internships and stuff like that, but Milwaukee, we shut down. There was nothing, no job, no interviews, everything was on Zoom, and it's kind of hard in the field that I'm in to do stuff online because I'm working with numbers, I'm working with, you know, with businesses and stuff like that. So this is my year to kind of come back to get my experience. That's really why I came back, because Arkansas is full of opportunities for college students because we're really a college state. So that's one of the main reasons why I did decide to come back.
Yeah. Another thing I would want to say is that kind of what Jules was saying, just about like how his grandma and his granddad just went back just for like certain classes. It's a lot of like, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you necessarily want to learn something, but you don't have to get like a full degree to get that information or and stuff like that. Because when I was going the second time I went to school for graphic design, I wasn't in a full degree program. I just picked like the certain classes, the certain skills that I wanted to learn, and I liked it that because I mean that wasn't really like what I wanted to do. It was just a skill that would help me with I was like with my business or whatever. So I wanted to do that, but what it came down to is since that wasn't my main focus, I didn't stick with it because like what I learned is too like to a certain extent you can't really go after everything your mind wants you to go after because then you will like lose sight of the main thing that you really want to do. Which was for me, I wanted to make my own clothes. Like it's a lot of people out here that graphic design and stuff like that. That is, I feel like that sometimes you just have to work stuff into your expenses just for like your peace of mind. Cause like you trying to do everything on your own, it's just gonna drive you crazy. And
do you at least feel like that investment on those couple classes?
Oh no, I don't regret
it off.
Yeah, I don't regret that because the stuff that I learned, I'm still using to this day, although I'm not in school. So like, you know what I'm saying? They just laid the foundation for me just to really know how to go about doing the things. And once they showed me, I pretty much just like was like, damn, I could YouTube this stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what it came down to. But I mean, like, and then another thing that you said, just about getting your kids like involved in like high school, like with just like extra classes and stuff like that, just to kind of see where they interests are. Cause when I was in school, it was just like this program. It was called Gear Up. I don't know if you remember that, Deshaun. It was like a Gear Up program. But long story short, like doing the Gear Up program, they taught me how to screen print, and like that was like being able to make my own shirts and stuff. So like, me going to that program kind of planted the seed in my head, and then what I went on and did, like, I went on and bought my own screen printing machine. I ain't had to go to college or nothing for that, but that was a major part for me to be able to do stuff that I want to do for my business. So it's like, it's other ways to do stuff. Like we said, it's all about if you let it scam you. Like a lot of stuff you don't have to go to college for. That's just the main thing. I feel like being an entrepreneur, you don't really got to go to college. I feel like you should just fine tune like business skills, like you said, like just spruce up the knowledge that you already have.
Yeah. It bothers me that schools and sometimes parents don't help kids understand that like college isn't the only route, but then I can't be as upset because they weren't taught that. Like a lot of the times that's like that's been the narrative. So so that's like kind of embedded in a lot of people's heads. But I wish that people had more knowledge on understanding. Like, so at my job, because of the things I've been able to learn over the years, me and my supervisor, we make sure we spend an entire week teaching our students the different routes that they can go once they graduate. Whether it's picking up a trade, starting their own business, going to college, doing an AmeriCorps program, whether like anything they possibly could, even if they want to go off and play a sport or do be a starving artist, like whatever route that they choose to take, like we want to be able to support them and connect them to the resources to make that happen. But we also want to like have FAFSA workshops and have workshops even for the ones who don't want to go to college, still let them experience those workshops and conversations so that they can know for sure this is not what I want to do. Because for me, it was like a real rash decision. Like I don't want to go to college or whatever. But I knew I wanted to do public allies for sure. So I really was laser focused on that. But I would have loved when I was younger to have more conversations on what my overall options were. Because at the time I was living in Arizona and I applied for some colleges there. I went on campus and I was like, this is like absolutely beautiful, but I can't afford it. So I was like, I'm gonna settle for public allies. Although it ended up being exactly what I wanted to do, it was still like I was doing it because I knew I couldn't afford to go to college because I wasn't having conversations around scholarships and things like that. And my mom
was ways to get there, but at the time, just wasn't even an option to you.
Exactly. And my mom would tell me, like, apply for scholarships and things like that, but she also didn't have the resources as well. So it was just like,
It's easy to
yeah,
just say.
it's very easy to say,
facts.
but
No, I can honestly agree to that because, like, to be honest, when I went to school, like, out of my whole family, I probably was like the second person that went to college. So it wasn't like I could just look back on somebody and like help me. Like, what do I do? Like, a lot of this stuff, like, a lot of us are breaking generational curses if we go into school and stuff like that. So we don't really have nobody to guide. It's just like the ones that starting businesses. Like, not all of us have like somebody to be like, oh, well, this is what you do, or this what you do. Like, you just learning on the way. And I do agree. Like, I like how you was talking about, like, y'all like talk to y'all kids about the different avenues to get the things that they want. Cause like you said public allies, but Job Corps, anything like that, just like going like after trades and stuff like that. Like, that's like stuff that's gonna always be around. So I feel like
I also think we don't put enough emphasis on trades. Like, people who go to trade, they usually make the most money. Because, like, for example, my boyfriend, he's going to school for carpentry and he wanted to do CDLs. They only go to school for a year or two max.
and be out doing what they want to do.
That's always, it's like, you know, those are always professions that ain't going nowhere and they need it. So that's guaranteed money. You can
They
go
were
into
the
your
main
own
people during
business.
COVID who made the most money.
Oh, facts.
Yeah.
And so I kind of wanted to like stay on topic, but like switch to a different, you know, a different gear. So Deshaun, you are getting ready to finish up in your last year of school, and you'll have a bachelor's degree in accounting, right? And so can you talk, or in business?
Business administration with the concentration in accounting.
Gotcha.
So I got business and accounting.
That's beautiful. So can you talk to us about how that'll benefit you having a bachelor's degree going into like doing what you want to do, and how it's paid off? And then after that, I would like for us three who haven't finished school talk about what benefits we've had from college, even though we haven't
The main
finished.
reason why I feel like it has benefited me, because like when you look at a business, every business has a money aspect, if that makes sense. So me personally, I know I have a lot of job security because
Yeah, tell her you recording right now.
I done told them 5 times.
Give us a nail check real quick. What's up? What they looking like?
okay.
First day ready.
Nail cam.
All right, let them finish.
But personally, like every business, everything, whether it's a school or a restaurant or a nail shop, it's money involved. Money make the world go round. So I don't necessarily have one specific avenue that I want to do. And personally, I want to get into tax law. And that's one of the main things that a lot of black people, we're not really educated. Like, all these white people making money and they're not paying no tax. You know what I'm saying? So it's
That's
like,
true.
I want to be able to be the bridge to our people of financial literacy, financial wealth, taxes, so that way they can get a car and know how to pay taxes on it, or they can get a house and get money back off of it. Like, I'm trying to learn so that I can be the bridge to my people, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we love it. That does make sense, and that's like a great, like, you have a goal in mind, and you knew that having that degree was gonna help you, and that's what you're trying to do. Do you have any like post-grad plans as far as going back to school, or is a bachelor's degree gonna be enough?
I don't know exactly what I want to go back to school for, because accounting is very broad. I can do tax law, I can do entertainment law, I can do get my CPA where I can be an accountant. So I feel like this senior year is my year to kind of, test my waters, put my feet in some places to see which opportunities I want to pursue.
All right,
So right now I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like by May I can have a good idea.
Yeah, we checking back in second semester on that, so definitely.
For sure that.
So what's some something that you benefited from at your time in school overall?
I guess it's just like the connections that I made was like some of the most important things. It's like that's just how you're gonna get far anywhere. I can just say that's probably like the most important part from my little short terms at college.
Yeah.
It's the people that I met outside of that. I know when I very first went to school to be an electrician, a lot of people was just telling me like, bro, you can just go a different way. Like, I mean, to get to where I was going, I just feel like I could just get an apprenticeship faster without having to learn all of that like basic knowledge, because they feel like it would be reiterated if I would just get an apprenticeship. But I'm just like, I don't know. I guess it was just like the connection and the people that I met, like that I would say that kind of was the best thing for me.
Some good networking. What about you, Money?
I think for sure for me,
And how long? Like my bad, but how long? Was you in school in total? What would you say?
I'm probably gonna say like a year full.
A year
like,
full.
Yeah,
Okay.
a
And what
year
about
full,
you?
but at 2 different times. So.
Okay.
I think it was like 2 years. It was so long, not that long ago, but it feels so long ago. I don't even remember how long I was there. But I think for me, the biggest thing was like experience. I think for people like me, college is more so about the experience, and it's for me to like figure myself out. It wasn't necessarily, and I gained skills from the classes and things like that, but it really taught me discipline, and it taught me that I wasn't good in school. Like, I knew that I wasn't good at school because I don't like the structure of schooling, period. Even though my school was like like an untraditional format, I still don't like the idea of sitting in class, getting an assignment, or even I was cool with the projects that we got at Alverno, but some of the classes weren't, because I was taking sociology at once, and I was also majoring in education at once. And those specific majors require you to take some regular classes where you get assignments and quizzes and tests and stuff like that. And that's just not my learning style. Like, I prefer a hands-on experience and things like that. Like, if I can go to my job all day and then come home and do an assignment about that, like, that's my kind of, hands-on, that's my preference. But anyway, I feel like for me, I was able to learn a lot about myself. When it came to the type of friends that I made, I was working like 4 jobs at the time when I was going to school. I was working 2 jobs on campus, working at Peak or whatever at the time, and then still running my business,
Going
printing
to college
shirts.
is a hustle.
Man, printing my shirts in my dorm room and everything like that. So it taught me resiliency, discipline, so many different things. So I value the experience. I like what Deshaun said. When she said like college was one of the best things that ever happened to her. I think it was the best thing that happened to me for that period of my life. Like, it was an outlet for me. It was something to focus my energy and time on. It was like a distraction from like all the stress in my life, like having to work so much. I was like, but I'm still in this beautiful college on this beautiful campus, like getting these amazing experiences. I met some dope local artists being in college, and Alverno was different. We ain't had no college parties, no turn up and things like that.
That's crazy, because I was going to ask you next, like, what's your wildest college experience? Because we've been talking about, like, the serious aspects, but, like, what's a crazy, what's a good crazy, like, story you got?
None. Like, being in the cafeteria, like they had some, in the cafeteria. Man, no. But they had some dope shows in the cafeteria, like some of the dopest, like, unique shows, like, really when the Black Lives Matter thing first, like, surfaced, there was like a LGBT community who did this huge show in the cafeteria, but it was all like a storyline that centered around like Black Lives Matter and just like social justice. And I just happened to be walking past the cafeteria that day, and I walked in, and like I learned a lot from their show and just about like people's rights and social justice and things like that. And that was my kind of party at that time anyway. Like, I loved opportunities to learn and things like that. Now, don't get me wrong, I wish I could have found some parties and things to turn up, because now I'm in my 20s and experiencing parties and stuff for the first time. But college, I appreciate the way Alverno was set up. Like, they had all types of events and things like that that I got a chance to engage in, and then I'm still really cool with some of the people that I was in college with, like, that's getting married and starting families and stuff like that, and it's dope.
All right, Deshaun, you a senior, so I know you got a wild, crazy college story. Nothing to incriminate, because you got a boyfriend back home, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, something. What's a fun story you got from your 3-year experience?
Well, let's just say HBCU party is way different from a college party. So, just know it was very. Let's say if COVID was here, we had a party very unsafe, very close, very hot. a lot of parties here, especially in Arkansas, was like, I would say abandoned buildings or like big halls where they didn't really care what happened because it was jumping and
Y'all be going
running
crazy.
around, dancing. Like a party from the Midwest to the South is completely different.
So y'all open like this first weekend of school? Y'all finna kick it?
Nah.
No.
Actually, like Arkansas is one of the worst states with the Delta variant, so like they kind of borderline going back to like phase one with like my school specifically is a private institution, so they requiring every student and every staff to be vaccinated. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I might not be doing that much partying here.
We're gonna pray for you. Yeah.
Huh?
We're gonna pray for your senior year for sure.
Please pray. I'm just hoping that homecoming is somewhat of a homecoming.
Oh yeah, we gonna pray for homecoming
Yeah.
too. Homecoming at least got a crack. And last year, we know you was
And I
damn near
was
home the whole
scared.
year. Like we gotta have a cracking senior year. So
Yeah.
we gonna pray.
I really want a graduation ceremony. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like that's the most thing. I'm like, I can skip homecoming, but my ceremony is something that I really want. I want all my family. I don't want 2 people, 5 people. I want the whole squad.
Yeah, facts.
For my graduation. So
We got
crazy moments. It's a lot. I can't really speak on a lot without incriminating myself and my people. Just know the HBCU is what they really say. It's
HBCU
lit.
life,
We
no
got
doubt.
fun, and we can make the most when I did. You can be on the block and have a blast. You know, so
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm not gonna lie. Like
I told Dorian a couple stories. You know how it was.
I know, you know what I'm saying, but I ain't gonna speak on you, best friend. But me personally, I done like a couple years ago, I done went to Howard University homecoming, and that was like
best thing ever, huh?
bro,
Yeah.
that was that was like, man, I don't know, and it was just like the energy, like
It's
I
just
don't know.
something about being around all your people. And y'all
Yes,
being
and then
good
it-
vibe.
that's what I was kind of leaning towards too. It's like just being around like a lot of people that look like you and y'all, and they all like on they shit, bro. Like
Yeah.
that, it's like a different like pride. Like damn, we lit, but like damn, dog, you finna be a doctor. She going to be a lawyer. You finna
Like that whole
Yeah, it's
energy
like
of
a
being-
different
Like you
type
can see
of
somebody being going to school for medical school, and then that night at the party, lit.
lit. That's
Lit.
what
I do have like one that's like I wouldn't even say regret, but like I do love HBCUs and I didn't go to one, and so that is something like even still like if I can go get my master's at one,
That'd be
I probably
lit.
wouldn't be partying. You know what I'm saying? Like that,
You
but.
said, and the thing is, you
I
can
would
still
love
party
to
because the
as well.
alumni be the main ones at homecoming. lit.
No, that's facts.
The alumni come
But the
back.
HBCUs is different. Like they have barbecues. They got all different type of stuff. You know what I'm
What?
saying? For you to experience and be around.
bro. I met Lori
It's
Harvey at Howard University.
What? The Lori Harvey? That's dope,
The
bro.
Lori Harvey, bro. That shit was like crazy. Bro. Walking past her, like you
Like
look,
I love college.
I love college.
bro. Like, and that's just different, bro. Like, I don't know.
No, college. My first year alone, like I went to Whitewater for 2 years too. After my first year in Missouri, but my first year in Missouri alone was.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I love experiencing this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Whitewater was a little different. The
Yeah.
experience, definitely like coming home, like you know them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like I know y'all,
Yeah.
but it's straight. Like college is fun, parties fun, but it's definitely like the people you meet and
Yeah.
like the energy you get back from people on campus and like just random stuff. Like I remember my cousins was coming up to stay with me a lot when I was in college. I had in Whitewater, I had an apartment. So they was meeting a lot of the like same people I was kicking it with and hanging with. And randomly my cousin was like, yo, I bet you I can fry chicken better than you. But like we chilling, you know what I'm saying? It's like a group of it's like sorority girls over, like some of our home guys over there. You know what I'm saying? We chilling. And I'm like, bro, never. We at my crib. So we plan like a chicken cook-off the next
I'm
weekend.
dead.
Like he gets some chicken, I get some chicken, and we invited everybody that was at the house to try it. You know what I'm saying? And whoever won, like we bet some money Yeah, it's just like random little stuff like that. Like I feel like if I wasn't in college, I wouldn't have like had random stories or like random experiences like that I remember now.
I feel like college teach you how to stretch them dollars though too.
Man,
Oh,
for real.
man.
Adulting.
Yeah, man.
What?
'Cause what?
They teach you how to find out who cooking. They teach you all of that. Like, oh man,
I ain't want what they was cooking in the kitchen.
all of that. I need swipes.
Best friend got that griddle. You got that griddle. They was in there making the rope tail.
Man, college
So
made me
you
go
off
vegetarian.
Campus? You off campus?
This year, I'm off campus. I'm staying with my aunt until I can find me an apartment because I just personally, I didn't feel comfortable looking online and then sign a lease when I get there. So, like, my dad and my boyfriend here, we done looked at a couple places. So,
And you like,
we have
I
my
need to
apartment,
see it
but I'm
in
still gonna
person.
Get that meal
Yeah.
plan just in case it get hard.
Yeah, you need them swipes. What you talking about? You gotta find somebody with the swipes. I was telling my sister, she back in school for her junior year. I'm like, yo, I know you in the dorm, so I know you like going out to eat. You know what I'm saying? You got to use your swipes.
I always had so much left over after the school year. Like, I'm dead.
So I don't know. I found mine the first week of school.
Man, I used to invite all my friends who didn't go to college on the last week, and they used to just come in and get whatever they want. Like, and also, like, even during the school year, like, a bunch of my friends who used to come, I used to do these study sessions every weekend, and people would come hang out, and I would do, like, some little workshops and stuff. And everybody there, especially, most of them didn't go to my school. I just be like, everybody go to the cafeteria, get what you want, snacks, food, everything, burgers.
With the swipes?
Yeah. I had so much, like, so much. It was crazy. And I prefer to cook too, so I would go to the grocery store and stuff like that every now and then and get my stuff. Cause I lived in the upperclassman dorm. We had a whole full kitchen, like stove, everything. So yeah, it was a vibe for sure. I did go to an all-girls school, bro. You wouldn't have been in there.
They started letting men in like
For
towards the end
masters,
when you
only
was-
for your
oh,
masters.
for your
Yeah,
masters.
they can't
Oh,
stay on
okay.
campus.
Oh, that's
No.
right.
But everybody had their boyfriend in there all the time.
See, even
I done talked to somebody
even
that
when
went
I
out
was
there.
in when I was in Whitewater, I didn't even find a girl. Like I had like one of the little bros though. Like I had a plug right away when I got there. It was one of my ex-girlfriend's little brothers was there, and he was in the dorms. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, little bro, you
Got
don't
to
need
see it
all
through.
those swipes. And he was on the football team, so he had plenty swipes. Yeah, you know.
Look at that Arkansas glow.
Ooh, son.
Nails
Oh,
on
it's like
fleek.
it's getting hot now. It's 8 degrees, so it's real hot and humid out here.
It's getting hot late. That's
Damn.
crazy.
Yo, sky look a little bit bluer than ours.
Shout out to Love Nails.
Right. They got me in, y'all. I'm crispy now. It's quiet.
Let me find out you got a filter on this video.
But y'all, I really honestly, school is what you make it. More personally, as I've matured through, I'm getting blinded by the light, y'all. As I've matured through my college experience, it's more about who you know and not what you know, because that's what college is for. Really, is a network. So a lot of opportunities that I've gotten, it wasn't because I was the smartest in the room. It was because I knew somebody, or even in the South, just being friendly. You know, the South, they're really about the Southern hospitality, talking to strangers and stuff like that. So honestly, college is really about the networking, getting to know people, rubbing shoulders. That's how Facebook came about. They was friends on college campus and decided to create an idea. So that's really what college is. Personally, I feel like it's more about the experience and who you know.
For sure.
Your network.
What up?
I was just talking about this yesterday.
I honestly,
Tone asked us how do we feel about sororities and fraternities, since we were talking about experience.
I like fraternities, or I just like the whole setup of it, because I feel like that's just like that's like another level of like networking. Like these are people that's damn near for sure like established, or they definitely been through what you've been through. So I feel like it's definitely lucrative to be in something like that. I don't know about all the hazing. And
Yeah,
shit
that's
like
the
that.
only thing I got against it.
That just be the thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some colleges don't go that crazy. You know, some people just they be forcing it. But me personally, a lot of people say it look like I'll be one of the pretty boys. The one
Like
that be
a Capel?
the one that be hitting them with the shoulders.
I hope not.
Not Dorian out there shimmying with the
I got the waves hitting shit.
Gang.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's a dope, amazing opportunity once you in it and you get to network with everybody. You literally have a solidified network of people no matter where you go in the country. You can, connect with those people. You can have
Well, with black sororities and fraternities.
Yeah. Specifically, I'm thinking Divine Nine, like people who are a part of those sororities and fraternities to be able to, you got on the colors or something like that, and they recognize you. I feel the same way about Public Allies. Like if you see somebody out and you find out they went to Public Allies, it's the same camaraderie of that kind of thing. Like being able to connect with these people and network with these people, get opportunities simply because you was a part of that sorority or fraternity. Yeah. The hazing is the part that throws me off. Like for me, I would never want to be a part of something that bad to have to go through that. But at the same time, that's not everybody set up. Like everybody not set up in a way where they have to go through ridiculous, things to be able to, cross over and be a part of a dope network. So for the colleges out here doing it the right way and, making sure young people feel safe and got an opportunity to be involved in something bigger than themselves, I salute that. The other stuff, y'all need to chill out a little bit. Relax.
I was teasing my sister because she just crossed AKA her last semester in school, saying that like she joined the cult. Yeah. But it's
everything they do is cult like.
I think it is a cult. I don't think that they're bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it is what it is. I'm
That's
like
how
you
I
in the
feel.
cult. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool. It's really a gang. It's definitely a gang. You know what I'm saying? You joining the gang. But it's like I think like some like ritual stuff make it like cultish.
Yeah.
But gangs got like rituals and like stuff too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Handshakes.
yeah, all of that.
They got letters, they got hand signs.
Yeah, all of that. So it's a gang / cult. So I was just teasing her about that, but I think it's a great thing. It's just like how we was talking about college.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's great for those who feel like it can benefit them.
Mm-hmm.
I played football my whole life. I went to college to play football, so that was kind of like a frat for me. You know what I'm saying? So
that's real.
those relationships I had, I played 1 year in college, and some of my friends, like I got friends that's gonna be my friends forever from that, and high school too. So I think it's kind of the same thing. Like it's really like having a group of brothers or people, like you said, that went through the same thing you did. But my thing wouldn't even be the hazing, because I feel like I can make it through stuff, but I wouldn't want to pay to be with some.
Yeah.
Like I can organically
It's expensive.
make friendships and network with people, and I have. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know if I would have the need to join a frat.
I think that's what really gets you prepared for real life, because there's clubs and organizations that even 7-figure people are a part of. It creates the exclusiveness, but more importantly, it shows that you're invested. The minute you put money into something, you care about it more.
Facts.
Like if you just did everything across the line, when you get done with college, you might be like, well, that's a part of my life that's over. But now when you're investing this money in it every month, you're going to try to, okay, I just put insert dollar amount in. Let me see what events we got coming up. Let me see what fundraisers we doing. Now you're going to do what you need to do to stay involved, if anything, to feel like you got your money's worth out of it. And the cool thing about sororities and fraternities is that shit helps you get ahead in life, period.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I do.
you can feel all bullshit aside. You join a fraternity or sorority. If you like go looking for a job and you put your fraternity on your application, just the simple fact that you've done that sometimes can spark conversations with major CEOs where they'll just go off the fact that you did this, you in the door. They don't even give a damn about who you know, what you did before then. That right there sometimes is a ticket into places you would normally not trying to get into.
Big network.
Big network.
That's kind of what I was saying. Like, man.
So it's definitely worth the invest. It's an investment in yourself for a network, and you know what I'm saying. I think for longevity too. It's not. You know what I'm saying. I think even a lot of, maybe more so guys in the frats. You know what I'm saying. They look at like I can get a lot of girls in college. You know what I'm saying. The party's gonna be cracking.
You know what is funny?
But
I think when you join a fraternity, you damn near almost get first dibs on sorority chicks.
I mean, yeah, that's like an unwritten.
Because they go into the, like, okay,
Yeah.
he's an he's an alpha, he's a Q, he's a sigma. That's what they look for. They don't give a damn about nobody else in the building.
They look at them niggas like, hey, y'all got a different bloodline.
Right.
Sometimes.
Unless they already mess you on, that's a whole nother story.
Or they just really
Or
just lame.
you just that nigga. You don't have to be in the frat.
Sound like you know from experience.
I mean,
You play football, by definition, you're in a gang yourself.
gang, gang.
Yeah,
I don't
ain't-
mean
I
to-
ain't never played sports, so you know what I'm saying. I don't know that camaraderie. You know what I'm saying?
I don't mean to pivot too much, but y'all the fam. I feel like I ain't heard enough about what y'all been up to since the last time we was here. So I need an update on y'all lives. What's going on?
I've been looking into being a Freemason.
All right, episode over. Turn it off.
The
Tone.
next, the next episode of the Boondocks. But I mean, man, the summer been the summer, man. Like it's had its ups and downs, low key.
It ain't over yet. I'm trying
No,
to throw a
it
bonfire.
ain't
Y'all
over.
gonna come through?
Oh yeah, we gotta do that. We gotta have
Hey,
some
you
good
want to have
vibes.
a bonfire after I leave?
Sis,
Like, you stay out the conversation. You
we'll
can't take time.
we'll zoom you in.
Oh yeah, we gonna
Sit
zoom
your
you
ass
in.
in the chair.
I'm good. I'm gone for a good reason, y'all. I'll be back.
It's a great reason. You gotta let me hop on the grill. At the bonfire.
For sure, we got a good grill too. The gas and the charcoal. so.
I need the chocolate.
Rich
on
nigga
like
shit
that.
I do a lot of.
So when we
No, it's all in one.
when
It's
we
all
doing
in one.
this?
What we doing? What?
The bonfire. You can't bring it up. Now I'm ready.
Oh yeah, I'm just kind of the backyard is ready to go. We got the grill and everything like that. I want to get a fire pit so we can do s'mores and stuff like that.
Patreon.
Yeah, we can get a pot in the backyard and put and make it happen.
You said a pot.
Yeah. See,
I know what I'm
ain't-
bringing, but Patreon.
This-
Maybe our first. Deshaun, you know me. Come
I
on,
know
man.
what I know what you bringing.
Yeah, not no liquor,
Guys, get
water,
yeah.
and what I was gonna say. We should shoot our first Patreon episode
That's a vibe.
at the bonfire.
We should do it at the bonfire.
So you gotta tap in.
Stick that bottom lip in before we get crusty.
Yeah, you gotta. You gonna be you gonna be there, Deshaun.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
We gotta do the end of summer bonfire.
That's cool with me. I ain't been on nothing though, man. Going through the motions.
We
Oh, yeah.
nah. Hold
Wait,
on.
we need a little
he
more
got-
insight. What's
he
going
got-
on, man?
We got some Don Life dropping soon, right? It's in the works.
I just dropped like the other week.
He just
Man.
dropped.
And I
Just
know you ain't got
dropped.
no shirts with you, do you?
I got some with me.
Yeah. What happened to stay ready so you
The
ain't gotta
merch.
get ready?
You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, I got some.
The Don Life is back.
Yeah,
Man.
for sure. It's back, man. It took a lot. To
See,
come
why
back.
you ain't bring none to the show? We could have had it on, representing, promoting the new
That's for
drip.
the that's for the next one.
It's definitely for the next one, and that was just like a little.
That was just on back
I had
pop
to-
up.
I had to get my feet back.
I
into
love it. I love
man.
it. How did that run go?
It went good. I mean, I ain't for me not to have did nothing in a minute. It just felt good to see that I still got those same people that still be hitting me up. A lot of these. What's crazy
Basically,
is
he didn't lose the juice.
Yeah, he got the juice.
No,
Oh,
it's there.
He got the juice.
The
I
drip
And you
and
know
the
now
sauce.
too, like especially in fashion and clothing, like the exclusivity
Mhm.
of like stuff being gone for a long time or like having limited
Supply and
amounts of
demand.
supply on drops, like that's like the thing now. So supply and demand, people been wanting Don Life, and there's been people out there asking him when he gonna drop. So I know like right away them people was like, yeah, I got to tap in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. It was people that was trying to pre-order stuff. Like once I dropped the picture, and I was like, obviously that feels good for
Yeah.
sure. Just to know that like y'all like, you know what I'm saying, like, oh damn, they've been waiting on me. But what I can attest to that is that like, I mean, it was times that I wanted to come back quicker and stuff like that, but I just feel like you gotta just kind of just let yourself come back naturally. Like, don't let nobody force you out of, you know what I'm saying, too quick. I'm just happy to be back. Happy
Yeah.
to feel better doing it.
Good.
I mean, that's it. I mean, this is my favorite season though, finna come up, so I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be cracking around then.
Yeah, I'm
glad you
excited.
took your
The
time.
fall is when
Yeah.
come on, hoodies, joggers.
Yeah, that's
Like,
like
oh,
my element. I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie. I feel like that is what Don Life is built off of.
Yeah.
The fall time, and that's what's gonna come up. So I feel like it's definitely finna be cracking.
I feel that.
What
that.
about
What's
you?
up with
What
you?
you
No,
been
what's
on?
up with you? We going around the table, fam.
Let's see. I just started like another little part-time job, so that's new. To
Not
go,
no
you know
Lil.
what I'm saying?
He going crazy, y'all.
It's
Big
a little part-time job, you know what I'm saying? And I'm really this like the time where I'm ready to, cause I work in the school, when I'm like, all right, summer was summer, and I'm ready to like kind of get back into what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I like being around the kids, so like I kind of missed that around this time. So I'm ready for school to start, kinda, with this little Delta COVID stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's a little nasty.
A little nasty.
Nah, cause like I work with middle school, you know what I'm saying. So they are nasty. And like with that, I had a summer. I feel like I had a lot of time to reflect on some things I got to do for myself, and so I'm going into the fall with a motivational energy that I need. I feel like. So that's all that's been going on with me. I've been keeping it cool, trying to stay out the way.
Yeah, I can attest to that because I feel like that's kind of just like the whole segment of my life right now. It's kind of just like figuring out what I need to do. Like, I feel like that's why I like our group so much, is just because I feel like we like, it's like a variety of ages, but it's just raw because it's just like we all damn near just be going through life. Like, and I just like how like authentic that is. Like, everybody just ain't always straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so sometimes you gotta just take a step back. I appreciate that. Like, just to all get it together. But I definitely feel you on that. Like, I kind of came to the conclusion that right now I don't want to really chill. Like,
Can't chill right now.
I just want to keep going. Like, that's just what everything, just keep on going. Like, I feel like I'm too young to be tired.
I got
Yeah,
you know,
this
it's
one.
grind mode right now.
Yeah.
I
Grind
feel
season.
That's the realization I had. I don't know. I think we was talking about this with Tom one day, and it was just something. Basically, it was just something on the lines of like not quitting something until you have something else lined up, type shit. So I just feel like with that, you said something like that.
I might have told you that.
No, you know, I feel like you was speaking on like off experience, type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying. So like, but
He was telling us a personal story. And he
Yeah.
referenced that. I
yeah.
was talking about.
Yeah. That's okay. But
It was off there.
yeah. So, but that's why I ain't going into detail. But I definitely, that's something that stuck with me though. Is just trying to stick with it. Like,
Yeah.
consistency is how you get anything. So I feel like without consistency and jumping around too much, you just gonna be off. Like, it's all over the place. So
That's why it's get to where you want to go with something, and you know, branch off and start something else.
I also learned that slow progress is still progress. So this summer I've been working a lot, but trying to do my business at the same time, and I've been hitting little milestones. And at first I was like, okay, I got to get everything done now. and I gotta realize sometimes you just gotta do it step by step.
The tortoise won the
Little by
race. The tortoise won the race. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a good message for
little.
the
So as long as I'm
kiddos.
consistent.
Gotta stay slow and steady. Make your next move your best move.
Yeah.
If you going
Yeah.
to college, try and tap into something that's gonna value you in your future. If you go to college and it's not for you, try and get the experiences you can out of it. And if you don't need college, don't go.
Mm-hmm.
Don't waste your money. Don't waste
Save
your
yourself
time and
money.
invest for real in the loans and all of that, in the stress, and invest that into whatever you want to do, whether it's being an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying, being a stripper, like whatever. I don't know. Whatever you don't need to go to college to do. I don't really know because I'm going to college, but you don't need it. It's not a scam, and it can be.
It's
But
what
as
you
long
make
as,
it.
yeah, it's what you make it. So we back, y'all. It's the Wolf Pack. We back in business. We here on Sundays now. We going to be live when y'all at the crib, sitting on y'all couches. And we still coming out on all platforms during the week. So check for the link. Deshaun, we love you. Be safe. Have a good first week of school.
Thank you.
Thank you for.
I'll let y'all know how it went next week.
Oh yeah, we got to. We tapping in. Thank you for joining us, even when your hands was tied up. You had
Literally.
Shalolo and them on your nails.
But I miss y'all. I miss being there. I feel like I'm there, but I ain't there. So
Hey,
I
little.
miss you too, Tony, even though you in the corner.
Hey, when you come home for Thanksgiving or Christmas, our episode gonna be so crazy. Wait, just wait.
We bringing Thanksgiving
Just wait on
food
it.
to the table.
Oh, it's gonna
Everybody
be more
bring.
than
We
that.
gonna have a
It's gonna be lit.
potluck.
Yeah.
I know how to
We can
cook
bring
a
a
little
little
bit.
potluck.
We're gonna have special guests, multiple. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have our alumni from our first season.
Yes,
Get them
sir.
in here.
On Christmas. we
Shout
gonna
out to
have
Mac
that.
Life.
Shout out
Yes.
Mac Life. Shout out.
Shout out to
Don Life.
Bucks for winning the championship.
Right, let's talk about it.
We were that's cuz his mom and my dad been friends since they was kids. Come to find out. So that's how you know Milwaukee small.
Oh yeah, the Discovery. You a Mac Life relative.
On Christmas, we gonna have Tone dressed up as Santa. We gonna need the ho ho ho.
And we're out.
All right, see y'all later.
Y'all.
Cut, print, tape.